Yo, what's going on, guys? In this video... That was a joke. That will never be my intro. Okay, first things first, let's talk about what our daily bonuses are. We have 50% more XP and 50% more Yule. Both of those I do not care about. Not one bit. I mean, 50% more XP is kind of good if I had a mage to level up. Like if it came out tomorrow with Noel and Charmy. Yeah, that'd be good, but not today, no. Alright. So, Noel and Charmy, speaking of which, that's what the video is about. Should you summon on Noel and Charmy? I'm going to give you a few reasons why you shouldn't, and a few reasons why you should. So, a few reasons why you shouldn't is because I think I'll give Noel's reasons first. I think Noel, her whole kit of trying to get rid of the other team's ultimate, it's done simply by her skill page. I think her skill page does the same thing as her whole kit. That's just my personal opinion. I know a lot of people love Noel. I think she's like the greatest character ever. That's just my personal opinion. I don't feel that she's that good. Especially since her 40% damage reduction is against attacking units. Dogs in the background. 40% damage reduction against attacking units. Black Asta is not going to get any type of damage mitigated from that passive. Charmy, on the other hand, great for burn team, but I don't think burn team is in the top 3 teams. I think the top 3 teams are mono red, mono green, and mono blue, which is kind of how it should be, honestly. You have your 3 colors and you have your 3 teams. I think that's how it is. Burn team, I would say, is a very close fourth with mono blue. You can interchange those in your personal tier list. Before I say reasons why you should summon, need to get your XP. Like if you're gonna get a character from the gateway, you need to get your XP up, and you also need to get your bond collection things up. These things you need to get these things, so you can just get that character up real quick. Because at first, between now and Black Asta, she will be very good because you don't have to worry about Black Asta one-shotting your team. She is going to be extremely overpowered in those 6 days. It's going to be like Noel. For those 6 days between her and Julius, oh, it wasn't 6 days, it was like 2 weeks. Like 2 weeks for her and Julius. This is where you get those bond XP things, by the way, if you didn't know. For those 2 weeks between her and Julius, she was a menace. An absolute deviant on the defensive team. Then Julius came out, and then she was good, but she wasn't as prevalent as what she was. Reasons why you should summon Charmy, burn team. I mean, it's pretty simple. She's a burn team nuker. That's really all there is to it. As I'm showing right here, as you can see, the banners last for more than 1 day. You don't have to summon the first day that the banner comes out. You can wait and just see what happens in the meta. See what YouTubers, me, Giku, Antho, what those people say, what's happening in the meta. See what's going on Twitter. Follow a bunch of leakers on Twitter. Get your XP up here. If you're actually going to summon, you need to max those characters out very fast. For reasons to summon for Noel, I can't think of any. Yeah, she's good. My personal opinion, I don't like her. So I can't think of reasons to summon. But if you like her kit of no, you can't use your ultimate.
Looks like a great time.
I mean, you summon because she's good, I guess, in your opinion. That's your reasoning. You just like the character. But Charmy, burn team, and she's a great nuker. Charmy's a really good nuker. If you're not gonna summon, get Noel because she does have PvP usefulness. But I'm actually gonna go into their kits on Pridwin, and I will see you guys and talk about their kits on Pridwin. Halloween or costume party, Charmy and Noel. I'm gonna look at Charmy first. Down here in 8 tier. Alright, looking at their kits for Charmy. She is obviously a red attacker. And she has pumpkin launch, which is surprising. Her skill page actually enhances her first skill, not her second skill. I believe this is the first time we've seen that. Just my belief, but I'm gonna read this. Without skill page, Charmy inflicts burn on an enemy, just on a singular enemy, and it does 100% attack and 100% magic attack, and you can get 5+% on each one. Pretty mediocre. For skill page though, the enemies under the pumpkin pie effect inflict stun. So pumpkin pie effect is what she applies with her ultimate, and so we'll get into that a little bit later. For AoE, which is their second skill, if enemies under the pumpkin pie effect applies the Halloween firecrackers to them. Halloween firecrackers instantly activates the pumpkin pie effect and then removes it. So another thing that scales off of the pumpkin pie effect. So her ultimate's obviously very important to her kit, so let's read this massive thing right here. Oh goodness gracious me. So it applies the pumpkin pie effect to an enemy. Pumpkin pie effect is when 5 turns pass after applying this effect, inflicts 600% of magic attack and attack as damage dealt, and then removes the pumpkin pie effect. After applying it at the start of every turn, increases damage dealt by pumpkin pie effect. If an enemy under this effect starts their turn, transfer the pumpkin pie effect to random teammates on their side. So it just hops around from person to person, and it's like a casino machine of who you're gonna hit with this thing. Inflicts continuous burn damage on the enemy whom pumpkin pie effect has been transferred to. So you're basically giving the whole team burns, and then if the enemy's under the pumpkin pie effect, inflict burns on them for 2 more turns. So, and then combined attack, dispel barrier. I mean, when are you using her combined attack? So immortality below 30%. I mean, that's pretty okay. It's nothing crazy. LR plus 2. I'm just gonna read LR plus 5. When pumpkin pie effect is removed, apply 2 burn stack to all enemies for 2 turns. At the start of the turn, apply burn to random enemy. So she's just burning everything. The reason I don't like this character that much is everything's built on that pumpkin pie effect, and it's good. It's a great nuke, but for it to take 5 turns to like set into full effect, I don't like that. You're gonna be dead by then, or you have won by then. Now, she's great for PvE, for like raid bosses and stuff. She's great for that, because it hopping from person to person isn't gonna like do anything. It's gonna stay on the same person because it's a boss. So I'm gonna look at her skill page real quick. Skill page is right around here. Yep, right there. Okay. So we already know her passive, not her passive, her skill upgrade. When attacking a target inflicted with burn, there is a 10 to 100% chance to recover 20 to 100% of your maximum health. This is utterly busted. This is utterly busted. If you're running a burn team and you're running Marileona, Charmy, not Fuego, not Fuego. Dang, what is the burn team? I actually have never watched a burn team video. I don't know the burn team. I just know Charmy, Marileona. I would say Magna. Yeah, I guess Magna. I just don't like Magna as much as like other characters because of how kind of pay to win he is. Where you have to get dupes. But anyway. Yeah, you're running burn team. This is broken. You will be immortal with Marileona's mana skin. This will make you immortal. Ew, that's just gonna be so nice. Alright, on to the second character, which will be Halloween Noel. So she is S+ for both categories. You know how I feel about her. I think she's overrated. Extends debuff duration by 1 turn on enemy. That's pretty good. I mean, that's pretty good. I don't think... Let me just look through her kit real quick. Magic attack rejection. Okay, I was about to say, I don't think she has any debuffs that she can, like, extend herself. You have to run a second debuffer, but no, she has magic attack. Reduction. Inflicts -1 SP on an enemy. So, I think the thing that a lot of people overlook is the fact if I hit someone for -1 SP and then it's their turn, they gain that SP back by it being their turn. So, in order for you to take someone's ultimate away, you have to -2 SP, not just 1. I think a lot of people don't think about that. And they're like, oh, she's OP. She's not. I'm going to show her enhanced version. Block HP recovery is what she gets from her skill page. I honestly don't... I think this is terrible. This is absolutely awful. Because the only people who do HP recovery is Mimosa. That's meta. You might be like, oh, Charmy. No, Charmy is continuous HP recovery. That's different. It will not... It won't work on it. When under the effect, your HP can't be recovered. I could be mistaken. But I'm like 70% sure block HP recovery makes it where you can't be healed, but continuous HP recovery still heals you. If I'm wrong, I want to be let know in the comments, because that could be a little bit of a game changer, countering Charmy. Inflicts -1 SP on all enemies. I mean, that's pretty good. Inflicts taunt on an enemy for 2 turns and reduced magic attack for 2 turns. So she's being a pseudo tank with this. Like I said, I just don't like it. I think the kit's kind of weird, just a little bit. And then her ultimate inflicts -3 SP on an enemy. Now that's really good. Removes all buffs from enemy, really good. And inflicts weapon disarm level 3, which I believe is 34%. Yeah, 34% damage reduction. Her combined attack is removing an enemy's barrier. Her passive, LR +5. At the start of the wave, inflicts 30% increased damage taken debuff on all enemies. And then when attacked, removes continuous HP recovery buff from all enemies. Okay. Let me just rewind everything I just said. She does counter Charmy. Never have read her LR +5. So yes, she does counter Charmy, but have so much fun getting 5 dupes of this character right before Black Asta. You know what? If you want to go for 5 dupes of this character right before Black Asta, you go right ahead. So yeah, she's good, but she's pay to win good. So no, I still stand where I have stood. She is not all that she's made up to be. And then unique passive at the start of battle inflicts 40% reduced damage dealt debuff on attacker class. Same problem I have with everything else. It's doing nothing against Black Asta. Now. She turns everything around because she gave us this gorgeous, beautiful skill page. This wonderful, wonderful specimen of a skill page. Upon taking damage. This does not say upon being attacked. This says upon taking damage. Burns, poison, counterattack, electrocute. Anything that tickles your debuffer has a 20 to 100% chance to inflict -1 SP debuff on all enemies. So if you're fighting a counterattack team and let's say you're running Rill, that's who I would run. You're running Rill, you do his AoE, you haven't built up with defense gear. He gets hit 4 times, you just took away 4 of their SP. This is insanely broken. Noel's not broken, it's her skill page. It's busted to all of Oblivion. So, should you summon? This is a hard call. I would say no. And the reason why I say no is because the only reason I would summon on this banner is if I wanted that skill page. Which I really do want that skill page. But it's such a low percentage chance. And right before Black Asta, I would summon on Black Asta. Get your 1 Black Asta. Get your 1 skill page for Black Asta. Because you can just dupe those out later with dupe stones. I mean, that's not very hard. And then after that, you go after the skill page. You only need one. Like I said, you only need one. You only need one of these skill pages, and then dupe stones does the rest. That's what I love about Black Clover. You only need one dupe. You can eventually level everything up. Me personally, I'm only going for Black Asta. I'm not even going for a skill page because I'm not going to use them. I just want them from collection purposes because, you know, festival, and he's not going to come back for a long time. But yes, if you do have enough crystals or you're not summoning a Black Asta, 100% summon on this banner for this skill page. If you do manage to get it, it will be an absolute game changer for all of your teams. And so yeah, there's my opinion on should you summon.